All right, hello, fifth and sixth graders. We're going to do yet another amazing lesson. This time it is about animal hybrids. So, what is a hybrid? Let's see. A hybrid is a fictional creature that is the combination of different body parts from a real species. So if you took a bunch of different animals and smushed them all together and they had a bunch of different features from each animal, that would be a hybrid. Like here is an example from ancient Greek mythology. So hybrids have been along for a super long time, and they're not real. They're made up animals like the chimera, which is what you guys see here, and it's pretty scary, right? Well, this animal hybrid has the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and also, I guess, the head of a goat, and the tail of a snake. And this creature has been found in Greek mythological writings, and there's a bunch of different sculptures and paintings of it, and this just happens to be one of them. So that's one of the first examples of an animal hybrid used in history. Another example, not only found in ancient Greek mythology, but like in the Middle Ages or in like medieval times, was this animal right here called the griffin. The griffin is the front half of him is a falcon or an eagle, and the back half is a lion. Similarly, if you guys are Harry Potter fans like me, you would recognize this guy over here. He is a hippogriff, which is super similar to a griffin, but he has that front half of an eagle or a falcon and the bottom half of a horse. So that's another really cool example of a hybrid. You get like a land animal, whoopies, you get a land animal and a sea animal, or an animal that flies and an animal that stays on the ground. So those are some cool combinations that I really like. If you guys are fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender, again, like me, there are a bunch of animal hybrids on that show. They actually make a joke of one time when there's just a bear and it's not like mixed with anything else. So we got up here this cute little turtle duck, and both of those things live in the water, so that was a super cute little combination there. Right here, I know this just kind of looks like a regular rabbit, but it's actually something called a rabbaroo, which is like a rabbit on the top and a kangaroo on the bottom. They have that little pouch and that big old tail. So that's a great example of a hybrid taking some similar features like rabbits and kangaroos both hop. So that was a really cool combination that they did. It just looks like a giant bunny kind of. And down here we have, I think that's a moose lion, something like that. I think that's what that's called. So it's like mostly a moose, and then it has some similar features to a lion, like that tail and those big old teeth. Here's some other great examples that were used. I really like this little kitty, and the penguin is just super fluffy and cute. I really, really, really love this animal hybrid, an elephant and a butterfly. So what this person did is not only did they take a really big animal like an elephant and a really small animal like a butterfly, but it also looked at the shape of the elephant's ears and made them into the same shape as the butterfly wings. That was super creative. Same here. We got this really funny looking orca whale and penguin combo. These two animals are from the same kind of environment. They both live in a tundra, like in Antarctica or something like that. And the orca whale actually hunts the penguin to live and to eat. So that was another really cool combination of like a predator and prey. This one over here made all of my traditional students laugh in class, this guinea pig and lion combo. And this is a really smart combination because you got that guinea pig with that really fluffy guinea pig that like blends in really, really well with with our lion over here. Here's another one that made us all laugh. One of our land and sea combinations, a shark and a horse. It just kind of looks like that horse cuts like is really, really stumpy. It's really silly. We have that one as well. And this is my all-time favorite. It's a goat and a moth, or a goth. I thought that was very, very funny. So those are some awesome animal hybrids that you guys can use for this project. You guys are going to be creating an animal hybrid of your own. You can either look up animal hybrids like I did for this presentation, or you can create your own. You have to combine at least two animals that are opposite from each other, like a big and small, like our elephant and our butterflies, or a fluffy and a scaly, like if you had like a snake with like bunny ears or something like that. Or you can do like different kinds of environments like land and sea, different things like that. You can look up references for any of these animals. That's totally okay with me. Don't try to do it off the top of your head. That's really hard. Um, Also, you guys are gonna try to create a full color sketch in your sketchbook. That was for my traditional students. For my friends who are remote, you can use anything you want for this project. I'm gonna keep my projects pretty open with what type of materials you use because I don't know what you have at home. So you can use anything you want. Try to make it full color if you can. It's okay. The next thing that you're gonna do after that, which I will be posting later this week, is creating a backstory for your hybrid. Like where does it live? What does it eat? Can you keep it as a pet? Maybe you write a short story on that. I'm really excited to see what you guys do. Happy making!